Good morning, everyone. This is Veronica, and I want to welcome you into my garden. This is not a craft video, but a gardening one. Come on in and let's get started. And today I want to take a look at my crookneck squash. I know that it can have some infestations on it, and this one too, like my tomatoes, had all but died. And so I did some cutting back on it, and you can see here where I had to do that. And yeah, they're going to need to be staked, but both of them. Here I just started out with this little one. We'll see what happens. And so I'm just examining them to see. Now this is from the rain and where the soil from my potting mixture jumped up there. But they'll start training themselves to go up here, and it's an heirloom squash. One of the money plants. Oh, and look, it's covered. Clean that off. And here it says light to full sun for 6+ hours, and my deck gets at least 8 hours. And it says tells you about spacing and how deep to put them in, and it's 53 days after they mature, after planting. So yeah, this would be considered an established plant. I do need to fertilize it, and I am going to put some in around the base. See, this needs to start going up. Let's back up. This needs to start going up in here. So I am going to come back with some of my twine that I bought to start encouraging them to snake their way up. I think this is going to get much taller than this, and I may have to add on or do something else. Plus, this is just like not even heavy duty enough to hold anything, but it's going to serve its purpose for now, because these, I almost let them go. I almost said forget it, throw them in the trash or the compost and start over. But I was able to revive them, and since they are established plants, I am going to fertilize them. I'm going to continue to inspect for any pest or disease that might be there. Anything not looking good is going to get pinched back, and that'll just go into my compost pile. So I'm going to get some fertilizer on these and then water them in. So just to get up close, these barely got a teaspoon of fertilizer, if that much. And my packaging calls for a teaspoon for a square foot. This is not, it's probably 10. But I think that's more than enough to get these going. So I'm gonna water those in. And again, because it rained so much, I don't need to put a whole lot of water in these. I'm just going to top dress them with a little bit of my garden soil. So this wraps up today on the work that I have done with my crookneck squash. Don't know how these are going to do in these really teeny tiny buckets, but we're going to find out. So thank you for joining me in my garden today, and I'll see you next time.